When Sarah unlocked the door to her beautiful two-story suburban home that evening, she expected the familiar warmth of family life, the laughter of her children, the soft hum of her husband in the kitchen, the comforting scent of home. Instead, she was met with silence. Cold, haunting. The living room was stripped bare. Family photos that once lined the walls were gone. The furniture had vanished. Even the curtains had been taken down. For a moment, Sarah froze. Her heart raced. Her breath caught in her throat. Confusion clouded her thoughts. "David?" she called, her voice echoing through the empty house. No answer, only the sound of her footsteps as she moved from room to room, each one emptier than the last. The children's rooms were bare, toys gone, beds removed. Panic began to claw at her as she stumbled into the master bedroom. And there it was, a single white envelope on the dresser, her name written in David's familiar handwriting. Trembling, she tore it open and read, "Sarah, by the time you read this, the kids and I will be gone. You won't find us, and I have no intention of letting you. You chose your path, the one that didn't include us. You may think I didn't know, but I knew everything. Every message, every late-night call, every lie. You didn't just betray me. You destroyed the life we built together. I hope that someday, when you stand alone amid the ruins, you'll understand what you threw away." The letter slipped from her hands as tears blurred her vision. She fell to her knees, gasping. Reality hit all at once. Her secret affair, the lies, the late nights she justified as work. David had discovered everything, and instead of confronting her with anger, he had quietly walked away, taking everything she valued most. This wasn't how it was supposed to happen. Sarah had convinced herself that what she and Michael, her co-worker, shared was love, that she deserved more than predictable life of wife and mother, that the thrill with him meant she was alive again. But staring at the empty walls, she realized the truth. What she felt wasn't passion. It was guilt dressed as excitement. Over the following days, Sarah tried reaching David. His number was disconnected. His social media vanished. Even his friends refused to speak with her. It was as if he had erased both himself and her from existence. The house, now sold to strangers, no longer felt like home. Her affair ended too. Michael, afraid of being caught, disappeared the moment she told him David had left. The man she risked everything for vanished like smoke. Alone and humiliated, Sarah moved into a small apartment on the edge of town, where silence was unbearable. She told herself time would heal, that David might forgive her. Months passed. Years passed. Forgiveness never came. Meanwhile, David moved on in ways she never imagined. He found peace, devoted himself to the children, rebuilt their lives. Friends admired his strength, but only he knew the nights he cried himself to sleep. He loved Sarah once, deeply, but he couldn't raise their children in a house built on lies. His revenge wasn't loud. It was quiet, deliberate, final. He wanted her to feel what he had felt. Emptiness. Years later, Sarah ran into an old friend at the grocery store. Awkward smiles were exchanged. Then the friend hesitated. "I saw David the other day," they said. "He looks amazing. The kids are grown now, and he's remarried. His new wife seems wonderful." Sarah's chest tightened. She forced a small smile. "That's good," she whispered, eyes glistening with tears. That night, she took her old wedding ring from a drawer, a small gold circle that once symbolized love, loyalty, trust. She slipped it on, stared at it, and broke down. Finally, she accepted the truth. She had destroyed her own life. No one took it from her. No one betrayed her. She did it, piece by piece, with every lie, every stolen moment. The house she lost, the family she missed, the husband she loved, all gone because of the choices she made. Years later, Sarah tried to make amends. She wrote letters to David and the kids, pouring out regrets, but they were never answered. She sometimes saw them in town, David, his new wife, their blended family, laughing together. She watched from afar, heart aching, but understanding that he had built a life she had no right to disturb. Sarah lived quietly the rest of her life, working, volunteering, reflecting. She never remarried, never sought another love. Some said she became bitter. Those who knew her best said she became painfully wise. She often warned younger women at her church group, never gamble your peace for temporary excitement. The cost is far greater than you can ever imagine. Her story became a silent cautionary tale, how one moment of weakness can erase a lifetime of love. And though her home was once filled with warmth and laughter, it ended as she first found it that evening, empty. The lesson was clear. When trust is broken, the loss is never just love. It's the foundation of everything. Some mistakes can't be fixed, and some losses teach only one thing. Never take loyalty for granted. Once it's gone, it doesn't come back.